Hello, just a quick one. Apologies if you can hear Night Garden in the background. It's my digital babysitter. Right, a really quick one on dealing with overwhelm. It happens a lot, it happens to everybody, particularly I think female business owners who are likely to be juggling children, home, as well as businesses. So the first thing when you're starting to feel overwhelmed is to breathe. Just slow right down, breathe deeply for a few minutes. If you can meditate, even better. If you've not meditated before and feel it's a bit weird and aren't quite comfortable with it, either just breathe deeply or try going on YouTube, having a little look. There are loads of guided meditations that just literally involve you sitting still for a few minutes and breathing deeply, and it will just bring some calmness to you before you tackle what you need to do. So that's my first one. Second one is to write a list, get it all out, everything you need to do, and prioritise that list. Some of those things I recommend removing from your list. If they're not important, for example, some things on my list have been on my list for ages, they're like just roll on to the next list. Those things, get rid of them for now. You're not taking them off your list forever, but you're going to take them off for now because the whole feeling of having a really big list is overwhelming. And if you take them away, it'll make you feel better. It'll feel more achievable, definitely. And also by prioritising, you know what's got to be done first and what you need to look at straight away. Okay, getting started is key. You just need to get started on your key priority, and once you have, you will feel better because it's not like this huge list you've got to tackle. You're already tackling it, so you've done something. The next thing is to be realistic about what you can achieve. I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, but the reality is I know now I can't achieve what I achieved before I had Daisy because I've got a lot less time, and I have to acknowledge that and be kind to myself in terms of what I expect from myself, and you should do the same too. So be realistic, don't be too hard on yourself, and when you achieve something, give yourself a pat on the back. The next thing is to delegate if you can. There are loads of ways you can delegate, whether or not you've got people in your business. If you have got help in your business, delegate to those people. That's what they're there for. If you haven't, delegate to your other half. Delegate to your mum or whoever else might be able to help, whether it's some babysitting, whether it's getting the kids involved, doing housework, whatever you can do, delegate it so you're not doing it all. Allow something to give. So you can't do everything. And when you're feeling overwhelmed, this is just the time when something has to give, whether it's that you don't cook, you get a takeaway, whether it's that the housework doesn't get done, who cares, that's my favourite one for letting slip, or whether it's that you don't exercise that day, or you forego you're sitting in front of the TV. Something has to give, and that's the way you're going to squeeze in what you've got to do. One task at a time. I think as women we are constantly trying to do a million things at once, but actually when you're tackling a to-do list that has overwhelmed you, the best thing to do is shut off all distractions, not try and do 2 jobs at once, just focus on one task at a time. Put your phone away, turn your emails off, focus on that task, and you will get it done so much quicker. And then I've put again, keep breathing, because the breathing thing, it's not a one-time thing. You can just throughout the day, if you just stop for a second and keep doing your deep breaths, and it will make you feel so much better, I promise. I also really like lavender oil as well. So deep breaths of breathe your lavender oil deeply, and it'll calm you as well. I hope that helps.